Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, it's so good to be online with you and crafting in the safety and comfort of our own home. I'm so happy that you're able to join me. Today is Tuesday, and I had a busy day today. I had club last night, and then now tonight I'm just so excited to be relaxing in my stamping studio and hopefully joined by you all as well at home. So if you're watching the replay or if you're watching live, honestly, please comment along. I would just love to read all the comments afterwards. I can't really keep up with them while I'm doing my presentation, but I do always read them afterwards. So please like and heart the things that you love, and please comment along. I have so much fun. It makes me feel like you guys are all here in my stamping studio just like the good old days. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to switch now because we're going to just look at my hands, and we've got some things to share because we've actually got a one-day sale happening today only. So I hope that you guys are watching live, because if you're watching the replay, you might have missed out already. The one-day sale is nothing to do with our mini catalog, okay? Nothing to do with it. Nothing is on sale in there. But basically everything is on sale, 10% off in the annual catalog. There is a list of exceptions, and I did have it here. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Here we go. So the list of exceptions are some things like prepaid paper pumpkin, prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions, glue dots, what else? Every cardstock color is on sale, it looks like, except for the pumpkin pie, which I don't know why, but they must have a reason. And then we've also got the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is one thing, of course, that's on a lot of people's lists, but that one is actually not included in the special. Whisper White and Very Vanilla cardstock and envelopes are not included, but you know what are included are the clear envelopes, which I think everyone should be storing their cards in anyways, just because it makes sure that they are kept nice and clean. I hope I'm live right now. I can't tell with this new yeah, it says I'm on. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep talking then. Because I can't see it coming up as a live on here. That's so strange. Thanks for bearing with me. I've got this new program that I'm using, and it is a little bit of a learning curve. Okay, that's not it. Okay. Well, anyways, I do have this on my Facebook page. It's on Stampin' Up website as well, on my website, stampingwithkelly.stampinup.net. So you can definitely check that out. Or the best way to check something is just to put your entire wish list into our app or onto our website ordering system, and then you can see exactly what's on sale. So I would highly recommend you placing the order and getting it shipped to your door if you're able to. For orders under $100, you may pay a little bit of a premium, but sometimes it's worth it, and then you don't have to come and pick it up from my place. So definitely let me know if you're going to do that. There's a hostess code that I have active, and that would be great if you could put it towards that, and that would give you all kinds of fun stuff for free. So if you place a minimum $35 order, then you get some club cards for free. And then if you place a $100 order, you get an extra special bonus, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And then if you place a $200 order, of course, then you start earning your hostess benefits. So some of the things that I think that you guys should take a look at in your catalogs, because you're going to save the most on them, are our suites. So these are on page number 1. We've got a list of all of our different suites, and these are like mega bundles. This is one of the suites. This is Flowers for Every Season, and the suite collection is $244, so you can imagine you're going to be saving a lot on that. But it gives you a whole bunch of stamp sets. It gives you, sorry, this stamp set, and the framelits and punch that go along with it. designer series paper, memories and more cards, mason jars, shaker domes. It gives you honestly a sampling of a whole bunch of stuff. So things like this are a really great deal because they've already got the bundle and saved 10% on the stamp sets. So you're getting the savings from that, and then you're getting the savings of course on everything else too, an additional 10% off. So take a look at those sweets. Those ones are really going to be a significant savings. We also have, of course, our clear block bundle. I should have flagged those, but you know what? I didn't. So clear blocks, page 163. And on page 163, we can see that we've got our clear blocks individually, but we've also got our clear block bundle, and that's already bundle and save 10%. So you're going to save another 10% on top of that. So it works out to be a really good deal. So, so things like that you definitely want to take advantage of. There are a few other exclusions, I should say. The Stamp and Seal and the Stamp and Seal Plus and their refills are both not on sale. But you know what my favorite, I know you guys know, if you've been watching, you know what my favorite adhesives are. The dimensionals are on sale. Woohoo! So those ones you can actually get for 10% off. And remember, they come in the large size, which looks like that, and then the smaller size, which gives you, I think, 300 in a pack. And then they also come in the black, which I don't have handy at this exact moment, but those are great for when you're using darker colors in your card. So take a look through your catalog. I think some of my favorite things to purchase would be our Stampin' Blends, which are our alcohol markers. You can definitely complete your set of those and get the colors that you haven't got in your collection yet. Also, the water painters. If you had the old aqua painters, you might think, oh, well, I'm set for these. Honestly, these are far superior in terms of the brush tip. I really like the feel of them a lot better, and I find that they clean very well as well. So definitely invest in these. It also comes, it's really, really affordable. It comes with a large and small, just like our old aqua painters did. And then it also comes with our fan brush, which twists open and brushes out even more. Can you guys see that? It fans the brush out when you twist it. So cool. I kind of discovered that by accident, but I really like that feature. So that's really good for doing like a big watercolor wash in behind. So let me know if you have any questions. I do have an order going in tonight, but like I said, maybe it's worth that extra couple bucks of shipping, and it really will be a couple of bucks if you wanted to make sure that it comes to your door, and make sure also that you get that deal, because sometimes it's a little bit tricky. You might not get the deal if you contact me late and I've already placed the order or whatever, right? So let's get started with talking about some other things. We have got a special on this month and next month, and it's actually a pre-purchase from some things that are coming very, very soon. So we've got our designer series paper, and okay, good, I can see that we're live. Okay, woohoo. Sandy asked, that's just today? Yes, Sandy, just today, 1 day special. Okay, good, Michelle. I'm so happy that it says live. Now I can see you. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Now I can see you, and it's happening. It's going live, so that's really good. We've also got a designer series paper here. This I've chopped up, and I actually used last month for our club cards, but I really love this set. It's got my favorite color green, which is escaping me right now, of course. What the heck is it called? We're using it tonight. It's Shaded Spruce. That's what it is. Shaded Spruce. And then Cherry Cobbler. And then we've got the, whatchamacallit? This is Sahara Sand. And then we've just got different patterns for all of these. So again, I've used some of them. I've chopped some of them up. But I really love that there's just a white and then another color. It's so easy to coordinate and to match this with, of course, all of your holiday cards, because they've got the nice holiday colors. But you could use these for anything. Like, look at how great that is, the little speckles. The trees are maybe a little bit more limiting, but that graphic print you could use for all occasions. And of course, red, we've got another occasion that's heavy on the red coming up here in February, right? So everything that's red, that's Christmassy, also think about if you can use it for Valentine's Day. So we've got a new stamp set that's just being premiered and pre-purchased right now. This is the Quite Curvy stamp set, and you can see it comes with all of these kind of curvy sayings and curvy graphics, and that's because it pairs perfectly with this new curvy die set, and we're going to be using this tonight on some of our cards. This one here cuts out our big vine, which is of course very versatile. This one gets cut out here. You also cut out the little birdies and a little branch, but this one is the one that really catches my eye because it's so versatile. So I hope that you're as excited to use this as I am. So again, just to be clear, these products are going to be available for the next 2 months to pre-order. After January 5th, they're going to go into our brand new mini catalog. So this is our January to June mini catalog. I can't show you inside yet, but I tell you it's gorgeous. And these two products are going to be in there. But you know what's not going to be in there? This exclusive designer series paper pack and this exclusive Curvy Christmas, which goes along with the dies. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that you can get this. You can get the Curvy Christmas on its own, or you can purchase it as a part of a big bundle, which comes with all of these items, okay? So Curvy Celebrations is what the promotion is called. And so you got the Quite Curvy bundle. You can get the stamp set and the framelits here as a bundle, but these two do not come as a bundle together, okay? So the Curvy Christmas is the limited edition along with our designer series paper. These are going to be available starting in January 5th. So there's another thing that you can do. You can get the designer series paper on its own, or you can get the Christmas set on its own, or you can bundle and save 10% on all of these items and get them all together. So that's going to be your savings, okay? Now you might think, oh, is that the one-day sale that you're saving the 10%? No, that's all this month and the next month. You'll have the opportunity to purchase these four as a bundle and save 10%. These are not in our annual catalog, which is what today's sale is all about. So we know that that's why they're not an extra 10% off. They are just 10% here. Okay, so let's keep going. We're actually I'm showcasing the Curvy Christmas tonight, and I just think it's gorgeous. I love the trees. I love these stars. Can you see those? They're like hand drawn. Oh, my dog's down here squeaking her pig. And then you've got these amazing sayings. You've got two that are curvy, one that is straight, and you got a nice bow. You've got sprigs and everything. You've got little speckles and stars and snowflakes. So cute. Really, really adorable. And I think, of course, stars are for more than just Christmas, and trees are for more than just Christmas. So really, we've just got three sayings that are really Christmassy, and the rest of it can be used for the rest of the year too. But again, this one's not going to be available after January 5th. So make sure you get it now. You wouldn't want to wait and miss out on that. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. We are going to jump ahead and talk about some of our kits. I wanted to showcase the Tag Buffet kit. This one is from our catalog here, our mini catalog, and it's right at the beginning here. It's not an all-inclusive set, so it is got the two things separately. So we've got the Tag Buffet supplies, and then nice curves. You guys are so fun. And I can see my brother's watching me too. And now I know he's into stamping. Watch out. So we've got the Tag Buffet stamp set that is recommended to be coordinating with it. So Tag Buffet is here. You purchase it separately, but maybe you have a set that would actually work with it. So we've got the Merry Christmas, 'Tis the Season, and With Love. Those are the three that are actually used on the tags. Then there's a To and From, which you can put on the back, and then there's a nice big saying there as well, along with some graphics. The graphics are not used in this kit at all. Look at this adorable box. Isn't it cute? But these are the tags that they make, and they come together in a real jiffy. You've got 6 designs. You make 6 of each, so you end up with 36. And everything is already pre-embossed and pre-die cut. So you just pop your dimensionals on there, you do your little bit of stamping, and then you put the pieces together. So you can see some of these layers have little punch outs, and they're all with the gold embossing. It's so pretty. So let's see what the cards or the tags actually look like. So this is one of them here. Isn't it pretty? And this is got these little cutouts right there. And then you got your little cardinal. And you just tie these together and then they kind of swing around like that. I like that look a lot. To and from on the back. Then we've got the Merry Christmas with this beautiful branches with the gold embossing. This one's my favorite though. I love this tree. So pretty. So we've got the tree, then we've got our Merry Christmas. This has got the star cutouts, and our stocking as well. Got the star cutouts there. So this works out to be a really good deal based on what you get in your kit. You also get some extra supplies too. So you get these adorable trees that you can use on other projects too. So keep this in mind. This is a perfect kit to get at this point of the year because you still have time to put them together and actually craft your little goodies. I've also just done a class with Joy of Sharing. This is an amazing card kit, and I actually added on 10 more card designs. So if you would like to get this, it's actually $55 including shipping and GST to purchase just the kit on its own, and my class ends up being about $5 more and it gives you 10 more cards. So it's definitely a good deal. If you're interested, just let me know. I think I've got one left of those. And all the instructions are online. The kit includes everything that you need, so even as a beginner stamper, you don't even need any adhesive or anything. This kit here is a really fun one. It's an advent calendar. It comes with these boxes already made and this outside box made, and they're really quite sturdy. And then we just decorate the fronts of them. They glide in and out, and they're big enough to put all kinds of things in there. You could put little treats in there if you wanted to do a good chocolate, right? None of those crappy chocolates. Put a good one in there, or you could even do little gifts. Or if you're doing this for an adult, of course, you can put all kinds of other fun treats in there that, I don't know, what would fit in there? I bet you're starting to think now. I've decorated the backside of it as a birthday countdown. So all I have to do is just flip all these around and then it turns into a birthday countdown calendar too. So think about it as more than just that. Some people are decorating this and using it for embellishment storage in their craft room too. What a good idea. So you can have one side as the Christmas countdown and one side as just decorations in your stamping area, right? This had a stamp set that went along with it last year. That stamp set retired, but I've actually paired it along with this Rustic Retreat, and I used this branch and these really nice trees as an extra embellishment on just 2 of the designs. Everything else comes all ready to go, pre-embellished with gold embossing, and then these are die-cut adhesives as well. So really cute, really pretty. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is this Most Wonderful Time product medley. Now this is kind of like a bundle, but it's like so much more, or like a kit. It's so much more. So this is a collection of supplies that go together perfectly, but it gives you no project instructions. So it gives you the coordinated supplies at a bundled deal, but again, you have the creativity to figure out exactly what you want to do with this. So this is an exclusive stamp set that only comes in this kit. It's called Most Wonderful Time. And we've got a die pack that of course cuts out the trees and the presents. You can see there's another nice tree there. The presents, which are 2-step stamping, right? You'd stamp these ones and then you'd stamp the ribbons over top. And then this nice tag, which fits all of our little sayings except for the comfort and joy, but I'm sure you could do all kinds of stuff with that. Now, also in this kit, this is another exclusive. You can't get any of these supplies anywhere else. It's only in this kit. So we've got some die-cut adhesives. So these are like stickers, right? Printed stickers. We've got the cute deer and the trees, a whole sheet, well, a few whole sheets of deer. Then you've got some holly and looks like mistletoe maybe, I don't know. Some cute little stars, candy canes, and these banners, which are of course already kind of watercolored and modeled looking. And then you just stamp your saying on those and then pop them onto your project. And then we've also got this designer series paper pack, which features all gold embossing. Every sheet has gold embossing on one side, and then the back side is usually a little bit more graphic. So this is, again, we've got some nice embossing on there. This is so beautiful. I love these trees. They're so pretty. And of course, that's the tree in your stamp set too. And so the back side is just candy canes in a pattern. You've got a beautiful stripe and some stars. You've got these fun presents, bows on the back. And then you've also got some of these little mistletoe or holly berries. I don't think they're holly berries because they're not pokey. Oh, I bent that one. And then on the back side, you've got some trees there. So this is a really beautiful pack of paper. But wait, there's more. There's also these pieces of like thicker cardstock, and they're all white with the gold embossing on there, all ready to go. But we know that white cardstock gives us the ultimate flexibility in terms of colors because we can spritz on it, we can put a brayer over top of it, we can sponge dauber it, we can do a direct to paper with our ink pads, we can do all kinds of stuff. So think about this as any color of paper that you want with the gold embossing already on there. Isn't that pretty? Now, last but not least, I'm going to take this closer here. Take a look at these embellishments. Again, they are exclusive to this kit. They are gold little stars, and they're actually a little bit smaller than the stars that we're using tonight. Let's just see. I should bring this out so you guys can see. We're using some copper stars tonight, and these little gold stars are the same kind of design, but just a little bit smaller. Can you see that? So cute. So if you like this kit and maybe you want to make sure you can make a lot of projects, or maybe, oh, you know what, there's one more thing. This adorable tinsel twine. Isn't that fun? So you can wrap that around your tree that's cut out with your framelits, and you can add it like a little garland, or you can twist it around. It looks really cute, and it actually like really holds its shape if you twist it. So that's pretty fun too, hey? So if you wanted some of these items, you can actually get this as a refill kit. So for $35, you can get all those designer series papers that I showed you with the gold embossing, and you can also get the die cut adhesives, all those sheets, and these stars. So basically the couple things that it does not include, which is the refill kit for $35, is the ribbon and the dies and the stamp set. So if you wanted to craft with those, you know that refill kit is a really good option for you, okay? So one more thing that I'm just going to mention, it's not Christmas related, but it is a perfect Christmas present. I have 2 kits left for my Everything is Rosy product medley kit class that I did. And so product medley is just like what we talked about there. This is the Everything is Rosy that we used to sell. I got it on the clearance rack, so I could do this class for a stinking good deal. This is over $200 value in this online class, and it gives you everything that you need. You just need to have a little bit of adhesive and scissors and stuff like that. But other than that, like, you got everything that you need in this kit class to do it online. It comes with this exclusive stamp set and the framelits that go along with it. And just like the saying, everything is rosy. It's rose gold feature in this kit. You've got 2 enormous spools of ribbon. I think they're 10 yards each. You've got a huge pack of designer series paper. Mine does not show it justice because I've hacked into it. And also this rose gold foil. Oh my gosh, it's so drool worthy, you guys. Rose gold, but lots of navy accents too, so it's not overpowering. And even some masculine colored sheets. We did this class initially back in May, and I just realized that I actually have 2 of them left, so I wanted to make sure that you guys know that this is a fantastic gift. This is a great one to wish for Christmas too. And I'll show you the cards that you actually get, because you get 20 cards. In addition to all these, products, you actually get 20 cards prepped by me. And they're featuring this rose gold shimmer paint, which I'm using as a technique base and showing you a whole bunch of techniques on how to use it. So you want to see the cards? So I can't go into all the techniques, but I'm going to show you them just quickly so that you can see. And because it comes with a stamp set, you just pair it along with an ink spot of navy color would be great. And then you can stamp all your sayings and make all these beautiful cards. This one here you'll know is a little bit different, but that's part of the technique in the class. This one's one of my favorites. I just love all the shimmery sparkle in this. And these little mirrored accents, which are also a part of the kit actually. I don't know where they were in mine, but they're somewhere tucked in there. They're really cool, these little mirrored accents. This one I really like. I love that mottled paper. May your birthday be filled with pretty things. Time to celebrate all the lovely things in life, starting with you. So again, lots of rose gold, but still navy accents so it doesn't overpower everything. Okay, let me know if you want that. Again, $200 value, but I don't think I mentioned how much it was actually going to cost you, and that's $85. So $85, you get $200 worth of supplies, and you get to make 20 cards. Amazing, right? I want to show you one of the cards that you're making tonight. These are one of the ones that you would have picked up if you picked up your cards from my place. This is your bonus card. It's either one or the other here. So I am going to be using Just Jade ink, which is the matchy for the kit. And that's actually the Stampin' Spot that's included in the kit where this comes from. This is Joy to the World. This is last month's kit for Paper Pumpkin, which is our subscription crafting box. And I'm going to be using this stamp set that comes along with it. Now, I know you guys are going to fall in love with this, and when you do, just contact me. I've got a couple of these kits as extras. I always order a few kits each month. So if you want one of these, it's $30 for the box that includes the stamp set, the little Just Jade ink spot, the little ink pad, and 8 cards and envelopes, 4 of each. And the fun thing is with these cards, they actually have different languages on them too. So you've got French and German along with your English. So your stamp set will come in English, but then you've got these beautiful words that you can put on with the foil as well. Now, if you like this kit and you want to make even more, you can use a refill pack, and along with any stamp set of your choice, you can pair it, or if you already had the big box, then you could use, of course, a stamp set that goes along with it. And this is going to be $15. It gives you just the consumable supplies for making the 8 cards and envelopes. So let me know if you want one of those. I do have a few extra. All right, let's get crafting. So I'll show you what the cards look like here. Make sure I'm doing it like that. There we go. Because I wanted to show you, it's a little bit tricky with this beautiful wreath that comes in the stamp set when I am stamping on top of a wreath that already comes like half pre-stamped. So can you see that there? Oh, come on, camera. There we go. So can you see that there? It comes pre-stamped, and then you're going to stamp the wreath over top of it. And that's why you really want this stamp set that goes along with this full pack. Now, what I would recommend is using the Stamparatus, which, hey, guess what? Today, 10% off. If you've had this stamp positioning tool on your list for a little while, you'll want to get it now. Now, one tip I have, if you have this kit, don't separate all of your pieces out, because then you have to do what I just did there and spin it around until it's in place. But all I did then was make sure that my stamp was positioned, and I'll actually do that right now. So you position it when you're figuring it out. You go like, okay, it's not going to stamp on any berries like that, and you will have to spin it more than what I just did there. I'm going to make it look like a magic trick. You're going to say, how did she do that so easy? It's because I already had it lined up. But once you've got it positioned, then once you hinge over the plate, and then we're going to ink up our stamp. All right, I did have my ink here. There it is. Just Jade. I always use the big pads because I own all of them. So I don't open up the ink spots because I use them for draws. So whenever you see me crafting with paper pumpkin, you're going to say, wait a second, she's not using what comes in the kit, but I'm using just the bigger version that I already own. Okay, so then once you've got it inked up, then you can, with confidence, hinge that over and get a perfect stamped image so that it stamps perfectly each time and you're not twisting it around to try and figure out how that pattern goes. So I hope that helps. Again, don't separate your wreath from the piece of paper when you're laying it out. That was just an extra step that I discovered after I punched out all 48 of these wreaths. So anyways, I'm going to show you just quickly how to do this. I've got 2 envelopes here with stuff in them, but no, I don't. Those are the 2 envelopes that don't have the things in them. I was saying last night, I sure miss stamping with you guys in my stamp room. Not only are you fantastic company, you're also like little spotters, and you help me out so much. And now I'm just here on my own, losing my adhesive all on my own. and I'm just trying my best, but I sure do miss you. I'm really happy though that we can stamp in this capacity and, you know, keep everyone safe. It's kind of nice because who knows, maybe you're not even wearing pants right now. Maybe you're wearing pajama pants, and good on you if you are. So I'm going to start by tying this twine, this beautiful cherry cobbler twine, around my pre-embossed piece of paper here. Whisper white paper it is. Now, you know what? Look at this. I tied it so loose. It happens to everyone. So let's just fix this problem. We'll put it exactly where we want it to be. And then from the back side, we're going to take a couple of dimensionals and we'll glue the twine in place exactly where we want it and make sure that it's nice and tight. And nobody will know that there's extra on the back side because it's going to just look so beautiful and tight on the front here. Ta-da! So I think, you know, sometimes we can get a little bit discouraged with ourselves if we don't find that we're, uh-oh, am I still live? I think so. Miss Stamping with me too? Thank you. My computer logged out. It's supposed to be recording me. I sure miss stamping with you too. Oh my gosh, Heather! It's so nice to have you joining me. Talk about long time no see. That's so fun. Okay. So I think I was talking about bows and how people get discouraged. Don't get discouraged about bows. Nobody is perfect when it comes to these bows, but there's a way of finessing it, and it just takes a little bit of time, and then you can really get a beautiful bow every time. It just takes time, right? Okay, so let's get our little pieces. We've got our wreath. We'll do some dimensionals on the back side there. I'm using kind of a mix of large and small dimensionals. I really like the big ones because they pop off, so the backs pop off so easily, but honestly the little ones are so economic that it's nice to have a balance of both of them. In the paper pumpkin kits, it comes with these little glue dots which are perfect for putting on things like this foil. So this little piece here, and I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. This Take Your Pick tool has a little paddle, so you can flip that around and you can use that to lift things up. Take Your Pick tool, guess what? 10% off today. And we also have a dye brush attachment, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, which goes onto this as well. And this tool is pretty essential, in my opinion anyways, especially when I used to have nice nails. Now I just have COVID nails. Stay at home nails, right? So I got 3 glue dots on there. I'm just going to put this piece kind of across like that. And oh, you know what? This saying goes up a little bit higher. So I'm just going to peel this off. And then I'll put the piece a little bit lower. And I'll put the sending above. And there are 3 different sayings. There's peace, love, and who knows the last one? Joy. Sending peace, love, joy. I want to mention, if you own this kit or if you have anything that's a laser cut foil like this, you might notice that there's a little bit of a halo around. Let's see if we can see. A little bit of a halo around where it does the cuts. And the reason for that is just the laser. And so you can kind of rub it off. You can rub it off with a Kleenex, but I actually find that a Kleenex with a baby wipe or kind of a dry baby wipe works perfectly. So what you're going to want to do before you take any of the pieces apart is just rub it off like that. And then you'll see there's a little bit that comes off. I'm going to just do the very professional dry on my pants. And then you can see there's a real difference. It takes off this kind of smudgy part and then makes it nice and shiny all over. So yeah, okay, you know, did I wish that we didn't have to do that? Mm-hmm. But do I love that it's laser cut and it's all ready to go for me? And I didn't have to do any cranking through any device, any die cutting machine. Yeah, I love that. Now the other card in this kit, I'll just show you quickly. And, you know, if you're waiting for me, if you're crafting along at home and you've only got one of these to make, right? I bet you can start putting together a list of some of the things that you're going to email to me afterwards so that I can place this order in a timely manner and get it in before midnight tonight, because that's when the sale ends, midnight tonight. So let's take a look at that a little bit more. This paper is pre-embossed with like a sweater knitting pattern. I'm an amateur knitter. I should say I'm not a knot knitter, but I'm not really a fancy knitter. I'm going to put some Stamp and Seal on there, and I'm just going to loop this around 2 times, and then I'll just have this nice little accenty loop coming out. Now, I'm the type of person who can't handle a little end sticking out, so I always snip mine off, but that's definitely a look that some people go for. And if that's you, my darlings, then you're ahead on your stamping therapy than I am. I can't get over things like that. And putting things on crooked also, I don't like that. Even intentionally, I don't like that. So I've got the nice gold banner going across. Then we've got these beautiful colored, these beautiful colored flowers. And those just tuck in behind here. I put dimensionals on those already. Now, you might be tempted to have it as a really big overhang over the edge of your card, but remember, you still want it to fit into these envelopes. And I don't know if you've noticed that these envelopes are actually designed on the inside. They're so cute. And they are also a little bit larger than our normal size card. So you want to be aware that we're going to be sticking this card inside that envelope and making sure that our flowers are sticking behind there. I just put some Stamp and Seal in the back there. It's so quiet compared to the snail that I do it now and you guys don't even know what I'm doing anymore. So there you go. How do you like them? Are they making you drool? Like like how they make me drool? I just love these cards so much. Anything shiny, I swear I was maybe a magpie in my last life. Now, of course, this is Paper Pumpkin. This is our subscription service. If you wanted to sign up for the next Paper Pumpkin, it's going to be a bear theme. We don't know what it is until it arrives on our doorstep. So we've got kind of cryptic clues that it's caring for you sort of bear theme. And that's if you sign up now before the 10th of December, then you'll get that bear kit. Now this month's kit is actually Jolly Gingerbread, and I'll show you what's in this because I also have a couple of these as extras too. So the stamp set includes a little gingerbread house and these little filigree patterns and a whole bunch of sayings. And the ink spot is a Blushing Bride ink. So it's not a traditional Christmas color. Neither are the colors in this kit, but I just love it so much. So in this kit, you're going to be making 15 cards and envelopes. So we've got the little envelopes shown over on the side here. They're printed on the inside and on the outside, and they're a little bit smaller, you can see, than a normal card. And then you've got these little inserts, which are these adorable little gingerbread houses that you fold up like this. And you adhere like that. You can have them as gift card holders. There's a cute little die cut piece here that you pop out. It's already got the little gumdrops on there and the scalloped edge. Now I'm making this on the fly here with you guys. And then you stamp some of the little filigree patterns on there, just like that. And then you can create these adorable little cards. But that's not all you can do. You can actually cut this in half and you can make tags. So you can make gingerbread house tags. And I want to show you these embellishments because these just make my mouth water as well. They make me think of my grandma's house, and I used to always sneak in. She had a little candy bowl on her table in the living room, the formal living room, and she had those minty, like I can taste it right now, those little melt away kind of mints. They weren't chalky, but they were almost chalky. Anyways, you get a whole bunch of those in the kit too. So $30 if you're getting the full kit. And again, refills are $15. I don't have any refills of this one, but I do have the other cards. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to get stamping, and I'm going to remind you a few times here tonight that the replay is available. So don't get startled because you're not going to be able to keep up with me. I've made these cards before, I designed them, and I know what I'm doing. I also have things already, pre-crafted a little bit, so I'm ahead of the game. But we're going to get started with some supplies that include a designer series paper that looks like that or something like that, and the very vanilla background. And we're going to be making a card that looks something like this. You can also switch up the design and put on these beautiful copper foil embellishments. Can you see that laser cut again? Now, I wanted to showcase that because that's actually my free product this month. So if you place a $100 order, I teased you before that you would get something free from me, a free gift, and that is going to be this pack of these foil stars. Now, once again, anything with the laser cut and the foil, you're going to want to do your little rub with the baby wipe, or even a paper towel that's just a little bit damp, and take off any of that kind of, I don't know what it is. It's like a fine film that gets on it. But honestly, these just shimmer and glow, and you've got lots of options here. You've got these beautiful big stars. You've got small stars, but you also have these little ornaments, which actually go perfectly with the rest of our designer series pack. This is called Brightly Gleaming, and this was such a favorite from last year that they brought it back, which they never do. But take a look at how well that goes in with the pattern there. And this is already pre-embossed with the copper color. So that would be a perfect accent. Also in this pack are a couple of other patterns that I haven't used for your cards that I've prepped for you, club members. And I also want to show you how you can use our punches here. So I've got this copper foil paper already embossed with our dainty diamonds, and then I punched them out with our punches, and that's what's going to go onto the card here. So just like that, you put a couple on like that, and that's how you would assemble your card when you have these pieces already done for you. Okay, now I really want to show you how to take it up a notch and color in these ornaments. Now these ornaments are also from a stamp set that came back from last year. It's called Christmas Gleaming, and this is actually still available in a bundle and save 10%. So with the bundle and save 10%, you can get the 2 punches and the stamp set that goes along with it. So you've got 2 of the larger sized ornament and then 1 that goes with the smaller ornament. You've also got, I feature here the little holly and berries come from this set, and then I've got some great sayings in there too. Now this swoopy part comes from our beautiful new curvy dies. That's what they're called, curvy dies. And so I ran through with my cut and emboss machine. I call it the Big Boss. I cut 1 piece of vanilla and then 1 piece of this foil, and then layered them together over top of this designer series paper to give it a really beautiful, elegant look. And then of course I would recommend using the Curvy Christmas stamp set to go along with it, because thinking of you at Christmas fits perfectly along that curve. So that's why it's essential to get it as a bundle, right? Not just, you know, these 2 items that come bundled together, but the mega bundle that comes with the designer series paper too. Okay, get on with it, right? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm grabbing some blends here to do some coloring. I'm going to clean this up a little bit here. Put this to the side. And then we can start doing our coloring. Now, to achieve the different looks, I'm actually using different colors than what I would have initially anticipated. So this navy ornament here is actually done with the Not Quite Navy light marker, and then using the Seaside Spray light and dark. So I only put the dark color right here, and then the rest of it is Seaside Spray. So it just keeps it lighter rather than it being so heavy. For this color here, I've just used the 2 Cherry Cobblers. That's my favorite red. And then for the green of our holly, I used the dark Old Olive, the light Old Olive, just here, right around where the kind of indents are of the leaves. And then overall, I used a dark soft sea foam. So that is quite a bit lighter. For this Pretty Peacock, which matches this paper, I used the light color of Pretty Peacock only down here in the corner, and then I used the dark Pool Party and the light Pool Party to fill in the rest. So I'm going to do something like that on the one that I show you here. Okay, so when you're using your blends, there's a couple of different ways of doing it, but I really like starting with the darkest color. Some people start light, then go dark, then go back to light. And I figure if I can skip a step, then that makes me happier. So that's all I'm going to do for the actual Pretty Peacock. Even though I'm making my ornament look Pretty Peacock, it's not going to be colored completely with Pretty Peacock. It's going to be done now with the dark Pool Party. And I'm going to come in here a little bit next to it. Now remember, our blends, 10% off today. I bet you want to get them now, don't you? So I actually color over top of the edge a little bit where I've already done the darker color. And with the alcohol markers, they start to blend everything through. That's why they're called blends. Oh, imagine that. Then I'm going to take my light Pool Party and I'm going to go over top of everything. And I'm going to pay extra attention to blending around the edges where I've applied those other 2 colors. And that's just going to move around the color that's already been deposited on the ornament and create this beautiful look. There we go. Now, if you wanted to add even more highlight, or if you wanted to fix any mistakes, you can use our color lifter. This is like a white clear one, and it works like a bleach. So I like to add always a little bit of a highlight. And some people are able to restrain themselves as they're coloring, and I'm not one of those people. I like to color in the whole thing, and then if I need to lighten it up, I do that afterwards. So I'm going to bring in my one that I've already colored there. I just need my little stars here. Here we go. Okay, and then for the tops, I actually used the light smoky slate, and that just gives it that silver look. Here we go. So I've done the coloring already here, but the final step to take it up a notch, and maybe you guys noticed this, maybe you were blinded by my bling. Can you see how those ornaments are shining? I actually used my Wink of Stella, and I don't normally do this much, but I went over the entire ornament because it's just so pretty. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to come in here. Oh, I think I know why people were watching. I have a feeling I shared this video to my personal page, didn't I? Oh boy. You know, technology is so much fun, isn't it? It's quite the little learning curve that we are all on right now. But anyways, I'm so happy that I got some different people joining me. How fun is this? And then I'll just have to share it to my my business page, I guess. Okay, here we go. We've got our stamping seal. We're going to glue this top part on here. And then I've stamped already my Thinking of You at Christmas. You might have, on the pieces that I've prepped for you, you might have a few things that you just need to kind of pick out here. There we go. Oh, that's disappointing that I did that. I hope I can fix it afterwards. Oh, if it's on the internet, it's findable, right? Now you might notice that I cut the foil paper a little bit longer than my vanilla, and the reason for that is so that you could perfectly match up the curve and then glue it onto your card. I put dimensionals on because dimensionals are awesome. And then here we go. Stick that onto the card, and then I'll trim off those extra pieces. Just flip it over like that in a jiffy. There we go. And here I thought my brother was just stalking me on my business page, and I was like, wow, I guess he's just really into stamping now. Okay, I'm going to put my ornaments on with dimensionals, and you do that with your ornaments that are pre-embossed here. So stick those on. There we go. I also put on, when I did this star, I did that with a dimensional too. And I just kind of layered them like this. I'm going to put my holly and berries over here. Let's go. How did I do that? It's like this. And then the final finishing touch is to add on these beautiful copper stars. So sticking those on, I just kind of tuck them here and here. And then you've got your beautiful, shiny, shimmery finished card in whatever pattern of paper that you've received, with lots of sparkles on there. And Thinking of You at Christmas, which is a perfect saying for a lot of people, I think, at Christmas. If you know you're going through a rough time at Christmas, sometimes you don't feel super jolly all the time, right? You feel you might feel a little bit sad. So if you have anyone who's lost somebody in their life recently, or who's going through a rough time, thinking of you at Christmas is just the perfect sentiment. I'm going to take you through the catalog now, and I'll show you exactly where I got those products. So in our mini catalog, we used our Christmas Gleaming stamp set along with our Gleaming ornaments, punches, and remember, bundle and save 10%. We've got our Brightly Gleaming Specialty Designer Series paper from there as well. And then the rest that we used in this is actually from the annual catalog. So we've got our Wink of Stella, which is that platinum shimmer paintbrush that we painted over top of the ornaments. And then, of course, our blends, our blending markers are in our annual catalog. So again, 10% off anything in this catalog, basically. On this page are foil sheets. I used the copper foil. That's the one that coordinates with this pack. And oh my gosh, now I can see my mom's boyfriend is watching. Everyone's joining me. Oh dear. Okay, so then I used the foil sheets and cut them out with my Big Boss machine. And those are also 10% off. And then on page 157, you've got our Star Designer elements, and those are also 10% off. Those are beautiful, and they're actually quite heavy metal. Not like the music, but just like they're metal. So I want to show you the rest of that Designer Series paper pack. I think I showed you those couple of pieces there. And then you've got these beautiful stars. The back side of these are all beautiful and graphic. They don't even have to be Christmas, right? They can be quite masculine looking too. Okay, the next card that we're going to make is using supplies that look very white when you get them out. So very white. Except for that hint of color there with the ribbon, right? Nice pop of color. But when we're finished with this card, boy, oh boy, you're going to have some colors. So these are a couple of the cards that I did. This is one that I made last night, and you can see everyone makes mistakes. I have a little splatter that happened, and so I decided to make it a purposeful splatter, and I kind of spritzed the whole thing. So I'll show you how to do that if you have that problem as well. But we're going to make these trees in whatever color that you want. Now, if you get sidetracked pulling out colors or crafting along at home with me, just remember to watch the replay, okay? You're not going to catch everything all at once tonight. You're going to start off with taking our trees, which are actually from this beautiful new set here in the pines. There's 2 trees that cut out the outline of trees, like silhouettes. And then there's dies that cut out the trees that you would stamp. And then there's also this special tree, which I'll show you in the catalog. It actually cuts out, and you can use the negative image. So it just cuts out the little branches, and it works really beautifully if you put a piece of green paper in behind, because it just peeks through, or even glimmer paper or foil paper or something like that. Now, I mentioned about our die brush, and now where did I put my die brush? That's the thing, if I do it 2 nights in a row, I always seem to sabotage myself. I don't know where it is now. Okay, anyways, there's a brush that goes onto this. Maybe it's here. Let's see. Now I'm shy, everybody is watching. Everyone from my personal life. Not just the crazy stampers in my life, right? Okay. This is what I'm looking for. So if you get your take your pick tool, you can also get an attachment that goes on to the end here, and it just screws on. And then you can take any die cut image and you can poke out the little pieces. It works really, really well if the die is attached. Now, sometimes it works better if you can just bend the paper. But when the metal die is attached to it, then you can just pop the things out. But of course, this doesn't want to cooperate because it knows that everybody's watching right now. All right, so you're going to take your 2 trees. I'm not going to do the second tree. I'll do that afterwards. Okay. There we go. Put this to the side. And we're going to get out our water painters. And we're going to use a clear block and whatever re-inkers that you have. Now, what colors did I use is probably what you're asking. And I'd be happy to tell you. This one is Gorgeous Scrape and Pacific Point. Those are the two colors that I used on those trees. And then it just kind of blended the color all over. On this tree here, I used the same blue, so Pacific Point, and I used Granny Apple Green, and that gave all those variants in tone. And then here I used, what did I use? Not so saffron. I used Daffodil Delight and Poppy Parade, I think, or Real Red on this tree here. So you can make your trees as crazy and as colorful as you want. You can make them look really beautiful. I'm sure everyone's card is actually going to look different. Here we go. And our water painters, I'm just going to start off by getting some of the water flowing that I've put inside of them. So I put water already inside them, and then I'm just going to get the water flowing here. That's so funny. Okay, then I'm going to pick up some of my Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to put it in a couple of different spots, just like that. Now, what color should I pair along with it? Do you think I should go crazy? Shaded Spruce, maybe? It'd be fun. So Granny Apple Green is quite light, and Shaded Spruce is quite dark. We're going to make a tree that actually is in the color of trees right now, but I know you guys are going to make really fun colored trees too. So this is the one. Here we go. And you can see that when you put it on there, it just starts bleeding all over the place. It's so fun to play with. Now, I like to keep a baby wipe handy. I always have baby wipes handy. I mean, who am I kidding? 2 little young ones in the house, right? And then I can take off some of that color and I can add some more water. That tree is going to be really cool when it's all finished, I think. Now let's do something similar here. I want to make sure that I've got a lot of my color off so I can do my watercolor wash again. Oops. There's a lot on there still, I guess. There we go. That'll be okay. So once we got that on there, it's quite saturated, but it's okay. We've got a heat tool. We can manage that afterwards. I'm just going to put some of the lighter one on, and then I'll go in more with the Shaded Spruce. And it's just going to look like magic afterwards. Now, I hope that with sharing this on my personal page that maybe, who knows, somebody might realize that they could be crafty too. Is that you? Maybe it's you. Are you crafty too and we just didn't know it yet? I'm going to use my heat tool to just dry this a little bit, speed up the process. Well, the color saturation is definitely getting lighter. As it dries here, I'm just going to move it a little bit so that it's not in a pool of liquid now. I love using this technique though, and you definitely can't use this technique with regular paper. You need watercolor paper, like our Fluid 100 watercolor paper that we sell. Guess what? It's on sale today, 10% off. But the paper that I'm using tonight and that you got cut out at home if you got my club cards, the paper is actually shimmery white cardstock. It's like it has a little coating on the top of it, and it makes it so that the water doesn't ruin the paper. Okay, now I can take my nasty piece of paper and put it to the side because I've got my beautiful trees there. Didn't they turn out great? How fun are they? This one here is really cool. Come on. Focus, focus. Doesn't want to. The two of them together. No, it still doesn't want to. I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, I'm going to put my palette to the side. Make sure that I don't stick my fingers in it. And I'm going to take all my other little pieces. Now, I've done some extra stamping here because I wanted to include the beautiful Curvy Christmas, again, those adorable little trees, and I've also stamped Merry Christmas on one of our small nested labels dies. I love these nested labels dies. They're so versatile. The shape is really flexible, and it comes with so many of them in a pack. Look at that. You just have them for every single size, right? And then this little strip here is actually like a border strip. It doesn't do any cutting, it only embosses. Now, while I'm talking here, I'll just show you. I'm putting my mini dimensionals on my frame. There you go. I'm going to keep them really close here because I'm going to make sure that it pops up from this piece of paper, and then this piece of paper I'm going to glue onto my cardstock backing. There we go. So using our bone folder, hey, guess what? Bone folder, 10% off today. And then we're just going to pick off these little background pieces. Backing pieces, I guess they are. And then I'm going to have my little swoop of trees going there. And then on the back side of this, I'm going to put some of our Stampin' Seal and then center that onto my cardstock base. Now, if you're watching this and it's like I'm speaking another language, yeah, if you've never crafted before with Stampin' Up! Products, oh my goodness, it is like a different language. I'm talking in colors that are all alliteration, and I'm using tools that have weird names, but I tell you, once you get started, it really starts to come naturally. I'm going to pick out these little pieces later, or maybe I won't. Maybe they're kind of adding an extra fun dimension. I'm just putting 2 glue dots on the back side of the tree, one on the top and kind of near the bottom. And I tuck the bottom part in so that it's kind of covered up. And then there you go. You've got your tree kind of coming out. This one's a little bit wet. I don't know if it's going to stick, but we'll give it a shot. So mini glue dots, not part of the sale, but hey, you can get those tomorrow, right? Get the stuff that's on sale today and then get the other stuff tomorrow. So of course, for those of you who are watching who may not know what I do, this is a business that I've actually been doing for over 13 years, almost 14 years. I'm putting some Stampin' Seal in the back here, folding my ribbon down in half and placing it down there. Then I'm going to put some dimensionals here. And I teach people how to make these cards. I used to have my whole basement basically dedicated to this as my stamping studio. And, you know, since COVID happened, we've transitioned and we're now online. So these are our club cards that we're making tonight. And I'm making kind of like a stepped up version with some extra stamping here. And then my customers are crafting along with some kits that I've made for them at home. There we go. You've got your nice little ribbon. This is such a traditional looking card. Isn't that nice? Now, I could definitely stick these little embellishments on and they would look like that. That's where I put them. They also come in the red color. They're from a pack that has lots of fun little shapes in them, and they're actually matte. But you can actually use your Stampin' Blends, which are an alcohol marker, which we were using for the first card. And I'm going to color mine. I can only find one now. Does this happen to you when you're crafting at home? I'm sure I'm not alone. So I'm just going to take my little dot and color it in with my marker, and then I can actually stick that on with my tool here. And then you've got a fun little green dot. And if you didn't lose your second one, then you would have 2 cute little green dots or white dots, however you want to do them. Anyways, we'll find that probably later. It'll be stuck to my sock. So if you had a little problem where you were doing a little bit of a splatter, extra splatter, I'll show you what to do to fix that. So using our water painter again, you're just going to take the lid of your water painter and flick the paintbrush part of it down, and that will give you this fun little splattered look here, which helps to cover up your little whoopsie that you did on the side. Shh, don't tell anyone. I never make mistakes. And if you don't have re-inkers, don't fret. We can turn any of our ink pads into a palette as well. So our old ink pads, you would just open it up a little bit and smoosh it, and then that's what creates this palette in here, which you would just pick up from. And of our new ones, it's a little bit trickier to do, but it's still possible. So you just have to bend it a little bit more and you can make that happen. What do you guys think? You okay with that? I hope so. And if not, replay. And if you guys are watching the replay, you know you're just pausing along with me. Now, this last card here was just so perfect, just as it is, and I didn't do any extra stamping. So you're going to pull out your materials for the last card here, and I'll show you the card that we're going to be making. It's a fun shaker card. So I don't know if you can see that. There's a dome on there. And inside, there's little confetti pieces there. So cute, right? Ah! So in this card, there's a couple of finicky little things. So if you're watching live, just know, you can watch the replay. It might be beneficial to just stop what you're doing, stop your crafting, and just watch what I'm up to. This is our Misty Moonlight color. It's so beautiful and perfect, isn't it? It's one of our new in colors, which Stampin' Up! Does. Oh, guys, you know what? I forgot. Okay, let's do a little backtrack. I didn't show you where to get all the stuff from these cards here. Sorry. Okay, pause. Back on track. She's flustered because she posted it on the wrong page. Okay, from our holiday catalog, we've got our sheer ribbon. That's the red ribbon that we used on our card. And then from page 25, all the trimmings embellishments. That's the one with the little red or white dots, and it comes with these cute little stars too. And then from page 43, you got In the Pines, again, bundle and save 10% so that you can get this amazing die pack. And I was going to show you this card here, oops, which actually showcases that special tree that I was saying gets cut out, and then you can put a piece of something behind it, right? Whether it's glimmer something, foil something, maybe a piece of designer series paper. Also on that card, we were using a couple things from our annual catalog, and these are the ones that are on sale, right? We've got our Fluid 100 watercolor paper that you could use. The one that we did use tonight is our shimmery white cardstock. So also on page 153, kind of hidden there, but that shimmery white cardstock is going to be perfect for watercoloring on top of it. And let's see what else. Of course, our stitched nested label dies, and you can save almost $5 on those right now if you order them today as a part of our special one-day sale. Okay, we're back on track. We're going to make this cute little shaker card. So we're using our Misty Moonlight. We've got a piece of large white that we're going to just put some adhesive on. And oops, I found one of my backings. There we go. And we're just going to stick this inside. Just with a darker card base, you want to make sure that you have it so that you can see what you're writing on the inside. Now you're going to see all of the weird bits of punched pieces that I've given you here. And let's just start with the one that's got the mason jar punched out of it. Now this is kind of a non-traditional use of this punch, but I thought it was perfect for our cute little houses, which come from our designer series paper. So let's use our Misty Moonlight ink and our sponge dauber, and we're going to bring this in a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit darker around the edges here, just to bring in the vignette a little bit more. So starting at the corners and the edges, you're just going to smooth it out. I have a sheet of paper, whatever, I've made a mess of this one now. There we go. So we're going to smooth that out. There we go. And we're just going to go in like a swirling motion so that it's getting lighter towards the inside and it's quite dark around the edges. And here my kids upstairs are just going nuts. They're having so much fun. I'm so glad. Like one of the best sounds in the world, isn't it? When your kids are just having the time of their lives. Okie dokie. We'll just keep going around. If you're crafting at home with me, you might be finessing this even a little bit more than I am, but you know, we'll do it on the fly, right? There we go. So now we've got that kind of brought in a little bit more. You can get rid of your sponge dauber and your ink. Now, if you didn't have Misty Moonlight, which is the matching ink to go with our matching cardstock, you could use Not Quite Navy or something like that. That would definitely work as well. The next thing that I'm going to do is a little bit of a splatter with our Wink of Stella. And we're going to use it the same way as my fixing of the mistake with my aqua painter, or sorry, water painter. And we're just going to take the lid of it and flick it down. Now, this is that same platinum glimmer paint and a paintbrush as what we used on our ornaments for the first card. And this just really takes it up a notch, I think. So I did this piece here because this is the piece that goes in the back side underneath our houses. So it's going to peek through this opening. And that's why I wanted it to have this beautiful splatter look kind of all over. You see that? Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is take our mason jar dome and then take off the one side of adhesive, the one that's on the part where it's actually poking up. Then you're going to take a glue dot with your ribbon, and we're going to put this ribbon on the outside. So on the top of this. So if I'm showing you here, I can actually touch that ribbon on the outside. So we're going to put this on first, because then, oops, I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Here we go. My one glue dot is just off to the side a little bit. That's why I want to pull it down. Okay, so we're just going to put it like that, and that is so that it gets sandwiched in between the rest of this adhesive and the back side of our paper that we just flicked on. So we're sticking that on just like that. And now we're going to put this aside, and we're going to work on the inside of our little shaker dome. So you're going to get out your little piece like this, which I was so sneaky and I actually took out of the piece that's going to end up going behind here, but we're not going to put that on yet. So just put these both to the side and take our little punched piece. And we're going to put some Stampin' Seal on the back side of that and put it basically, you know, just down at the bottom here. And this is going to create our little snowbank so that we can put our houses on top of that and build our little scene. Now inside this little embellishment box, I've cut out all these adorable little houses and some trees from our designer series paper. Oh my goodness. It comes with these big houses, and it comes with some really fun scenes as well, like that. Isn't that great? What a fun scene for a scrapbooking page or something like that. It also comes with like, where's Waldo? And our saying sheet, which we're going to use in a minute here. And then it also comes with these fun little trees and fun little houses. And the back sides of these are a lot more graphic, with like a repeating kind of pattern. There we go. You can see all of those. There we go. So I've cut out these houses already for you, so all you have to do is just stick them on. Now I used Stampin' Seal on the houses, and then I just used half of a mini dimensional. Like, you can't get any smaller than that, hey? Half of a mini dimensional on the back side of the tree. Now, you know I'm dimensional crazy. And some of the people asked last night, like, well, why didn't you use a dimensional on the houses? And that's because the houses are so big that they'd actually have our little confetti pieces stuck in behind them, and then they would be lost and not visible. So I didn't want that. I wanted to make sure that I could see all those little cute confetti pieces. But the little trees on dimensionals I thought was just perfect. Okay. Now, if you've got this confetti sticking to you, you might want to grab a bounce sheet. Oops, flicking at myself. Okay, and then you'll notice that inside your little pot here, there's some pieces that are actually adhered to an acetate sheet. And you're going to have 5 snowflakes that are on an acetate sheet. And I'll just put those to the side on the blue there so you can see those ones are on an acetate sheet. The rest of them are kind of floating around. Those are our confetti pieces. I'm going to use the other half of a dimensional here to stick on my other tree. I don't know if this one's going to be visible, but we'll give it a shot. I'm willing to try. There we go. Oops. There we go. Now I'm all inky everywhere. That's when you know you've been stamping, right? You've done it right. So I've got my little vignette. Now I'm going to take my saying strip out just so that it doesn't make a mess and dump it on everything. And I'm going to take all these little confetti pieces and I'm going to dump them in the middle on top of this cute little house scene. And then I'll take the backside of my shaker dome and take the adhesive off of there, and then I'm just going to set it down on top. So I'm not concerned at this point that this little piece is sticking out, because all I do is just take my scissors and just trim it back. That's my little snowbank piece. And then you're going to adhere it onto this. Now I find it really difficult to put the Stampin' Seal on the back here because it's so uneven. So just make sure that you put it in from the edge a little bit so you don't have that adhesive sticking out. And then you're going to use this little piece here as a mat frame. Okay, I did this crooked last night. I'm trying to get it straight. There we go. Okie dokie. So we've got that piece. Guess what I'm adhering it with? You guessed it, dimensionals. I can't find my regular sized ones now. Figures, you know. It's only me who's crafting here, but of course I lose everything. Last night I thought I lost my Stampin' Seal. I went away from the computer. I got a whole new one, started refilling it, and then sure enough, I found the other one just right there. It was right in front of me. I'm like the type of person who will reach over across the table to grab the adhesive next to you because I don't realize that there's one right in front of me. Okay, dimensionals on top of there. Take your pick tool is going to be your best friend here to apply these other little adhesive backed snowflakes. These come in 2 different colors. You'll see the ones that I'm putting on right now are kind of darker, and then there's some that are a light pink iridescent. There we go. You guys see that? You've got the confetti on the inside, you've got some snowflakes happening on the outside. And then the last final finishing touch is to look at our strip here that I've cut out of our massive piece of paper. And we're just going to snip off the English one. There's French and German on here too. And then we'll stick some dimensionals on the back side of that. Oh, I thought for a second I lost my other dimensionals. Guys, I've lost my mind over here. All right, 2 little dimensionals on the back side there. And then you can put your saying just right underneath, like that. Then you've got your cute little shaker card. Oh, it's so adorable. Okay, you guys want to see what products I used for this one? So I'll maybe just show you the difference between the 2 sets of snowflakes. So the ones that get adhered on the outside are adhesive backed snowflakes, and they come on the sheets. And then our snowflake sequins are the ones that are confetti inside. So you definitely could use a glue dot with those. I definitely recommend having a take your pick tool because it will help you to pick up you know, whatever it is that you're adhering. Is this camera going to show this? There you go. Look at that. So whatever you're adhering just makes it so much easier. It's got a little bit of putty on that end. So I would highly recommend getting that tool for 10% off today. Okay, so from the annual catalog, This is the mason jar shaker dome, and what it actually comes with when you bundle and save 10%. It's with this jar of flowers, which is such a beautiful set. But I've actually used the punch on its own here, along with the domes that are a part of this suite. So this is a really fun one, and it's, you know, more versatile than just flowers, right? So from this page, we used our Wink of Stella again to do our flicks. We use our sponge daubers. These are one of the items that are not on sale today, but again, just get them tomorrow. And then we've also got from our annual catalog our mason jar shaker domes, and those come in a pack of 10 domes. So you can get a lot of crafting done with those. I like the fun shaker cards, but it's also really cute to make those into little vases. So you could put the shaker dome right over top of that vase and make it into a shaker card. So something that looks similar to that. Okay, from our holiday catalog, we are using a couple of products. I love this Trimming the Town suite. This Trimming the Town Designer Series paper gave us all of our images and our stamp sayings, or sorry, our verse sayings. And then we used our snowflake adhesive backed embellishments. Those are from page 29. And then we also used our Snowflake Splendor ribbon, which I wanted to point out to you is just gorgeous. It's really iridescent and sparkly. Can you guys see that? Oh, it's not. There we go. I think you can start to see it there. But you can also use your Stampin' Blends to color this whatever color that you want. So I used the Pretty Peacock, and isn't that beautiful? It still retains all of its shimmer and its shine, its sparkle, and it just takes it up a notch. So anything white can be whatever color that we want, right? We know the versatility of white. And then we've got our snowflake sequins. Those are the ones that are kind of loose and went inside the shaker card. And ta-da, there you go. You've got your 3 cards. Your 4th if you picked up the supplies from my place. Look at those. This turned out great with the green colors, didn't it? So pretty. And then of course our glitzy, glamoury gold embossed, or sorry, copper embossed ones. And perfect for using with those stars as well. So let me just switch you back here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. And thanks if you've never watched before. Normally you'd catch me on my channel or my Facebook page, Stamping with Kelly. That's where I normally do all my crafting, but I'd love to have you follow me there. And if you're interested in paper crafting and if you've never done it before, I tell you, anyone can do this. I do my Mom and Me clubs normally for ages 6 and up. That was pre-COVID. But I now have those people joining me online as well. And my son is already stamping as well. He loves stamping and he's 4 years old. He started at age 3. So really, I don't think you're too young ever to start crafting and expressing yourself through creativity. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. And I hope to stamp with you very soon. Bye, guys.